rumors are true. Names that are legendary. StockLegends.com.
Hello, this is StockLegends.com. Today we're looking at BMSPF for November 22nd, 2011. Now this is a 2-year chart. It goes back all the way to February 2010. You see not a lot of volatility here, and each one of these candles is 1 week in trading length. The reason why I chose to use this sort of a chart is to give us a better indication of where our trends are sort of going and what we've sort of seen in the past. If we take a longer term perspective here, we can see that this has a great opportunity for higher prices. So what we see back in April of 2010, a nice volume spike comes in and it starts to push the stock up and begin a new upward trend. Now what we can do is we take a blue trend line and we draw it along our low points, and we take a parallel line and we draw it along our high points. We can see this is a rising channel. So the price is moving up generally within this rising channel, and once the channel gets broken, once we break below the support trend that's pushing the prices up, the stock needs to consolidate or move into a downward trend. So we see we have some resistance built up here right around 0.32. It's just above 3 cents after our support trend gets broken. So we can basically draw a nice red resistance line here. You can see it was consolidating sideways, and if we look at our tricks, which is our momentum indicator, we can see that after it broke the support, it crossed over to the downside, confirming that negative trend or sideways consolidation is what we're looking at. Now we had a bit of a pullback all the way to 0032 where we built up some support, and what you can notice is that volume started to come back in right around here. We were fairly quiet on the volume, and then we saw volume start to come in right around mid-March of 2011, and that confirmed a bottom, and the stock starts to move back up into that upward trend again. And what we can do here is to confirm a breakout. Is once the stock starts to move in a downward trend, we can draw a resistance line. So this is basically the breakout point right here, and it confirms the stock moves in a new direction. We can start to see a new channel begin to build. Got a resistance up in here, and our low points are right along here, so the support line pushing the prices up. See, we broke below the support here right around July of 2011, and so we see the stock reverse into another downward trend. Now what we can see is a new pattern starting to develop here. Our first low point was around 002, and our second low point was at 0032, so we have a higher low. And what we also saw from a high point of around 3 cents was a second high point just below 6 cents. So we're starting to see a pattern here develop of higher low points and higher high points. So let's go back to where we're currently looking at around June, July. We can see a new downtrend beginning to develop. So you can see this is pushing the prices down, and then we get another breakout, pushes past the downtrend, and now we see the stock start to reverse back into an uptrend again. So now we can see the same sort of pattern develop, where we've got a trend support pushing the prices up and basically moving in this upward sort of a channel. So what we can suggest from here are a few things. One, now we've got a third consecutive high point at 006. That is going to suggest that our next high point should go above the 0.057 area. We could possibly see a move up into the above the 6 to 7, 8, 9 cent area in the next few weeks. So this is a bit of a longer term projection, provided we stay within the channel support range. And you can see the next high point is right around the 5 to 6 cent area, where we could possibly see our next upward move. We've just come off the support, so the support is holding, so we can see a move back up to the top channel here of our rising trend. We have very bullish volume. You can see the volume is increasing during the upward move that we're currently looking at. So this is another very positive sign. We don't want to see volume taper off for too long. That can suggest that interest is starting to dissipate, but what we can see is there is a lot of volume and interest occurring here, which should continue the stock in the upward channel. Also, we can see the trick signals where we're sort of getting buy and sell signals. You can see it recently just had a buy just around the end of October, and we've been confirming this upward trend. So the tricks is still up. We don't want to see that crossover. That could indicate a new reversal and another dip. But currently, if the pattern does repeat again, we should get a third high point above 0057. We also possibly could see some resistance right around the mid 3-cent area. You can see was previous resistance here, and it could be building up a little resistance right up here. Our next resistance point is going to be right around 0.057, which is where our last high point was. And on that, all the indicators are looking positive. You can see the STO is currently trending up, accumulation is looking great, and also the RSI is making these nice higher highs and higher lows. So it looks like we're probably at a great opportunity. 55 or 56 on the RSI was right above 50, which was also right above 40 on the last dip, and you can see the stock typically doesn't get overbought until it's over 70 to 80. You can see some previous spikes here where the RSI got pushed to its max. Sort of can indicate a pullback when we get a little overbought. Currently at 56, not much of a concern. Could easily push this above 70 to 80 provided volume remains strong. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time.